This one is repping, oh my god, if I die, I'm a legend when they lay me down.
Wait, is this microphone on? Oh, hello guys, welcome back to Typental's Dying channel and friends. We are going to be talking about my friends. See, my second graduation is approaching, so I wanted to make a video on all the friends I hanged out with back then, so there is something I can look back to when I'm older. Second graduation? What do you mean? Let me explain. See, I basically attend two schools, a governor school and my base school. The graduation at my governor school already occurred, so now I'm waiting for the graduation at my base school, aka the second graduation. So anyways, let's move on to my friends. The first person I'm going to talk about is a guy named Dat. Yes, Dat. D-A-T. Simple as that. That's his name. Dat is Dat. That's funny. Laugh, you ass. Now, this guy has to be one of the funniest guys I've ever met in my high school career. His tone is so sarcastic that the majority of the people he ever talked with said, "Wait, are you serious?" Jesus, I've known the guy for years and I still sometimes get flabbergasted. The man always makes me crack up in some way. Like during the yearbook signing at my school before school ended, this guy named Philip walked up to us and asked us to sign his yearbook. Philip, I like to describe him as a shy guy. One of his unique characteristics is his quiet voice. Every time I asked him to raise his voice, because I couldn't understand them or I just didn't understand what he was saying, he gets even quieter somehow. When I ask him to raise his volume even higher and higher and higher, he ultimately gives up and writes his speech on a piece of paper or type it onto a notepad in his laptop or phone and shows it to me. I mean, Jesus, Philip, couldn't you just raise your voice? Is it that hard? Overall, Philip is a great guy, but his voice is so quiet that it's almost inaudible. Like most of the times I would often create his speeches inside my head based on what I heard in order to smooth out the conversation between us. Yeah, it doesn't work really, but it's an attempt. Anyways, back to that. Normally people will write, have fun or have a great summer or something like that. Something corny in the yearbook signing, right? But no, not that. That he wrote in all capital letters, "Philip, I hope I never see you again." I couldn't help but just laugh at it. I mean, I felt horrible, not really, but I couldn't help because it was such a Dat move. Dat move. D-A-T move. He's also known for using quotes, like really unique quotes time to time. For example, I did a mediocre job on my calculus test, and that legitimately said, "Ardeen, remember, behind every blade of grass, there is a voice saying, grow." Now it was majestic as heck, but I just stood there like, wait, what? No, normally you would expect to hear something like, better luck next time, or at least you didn't fail, or something. But no, I got a grass quote. At first I interpreted the saying literally, but then I realized it was that was saying it. The sarcastic joker that loves saying stuff like that. Yep, that's that. About that. Moving on. Now the next person. Alright, the next person is Michael. Okay, pardon my language here for a second, but this guy has to be one of the laziest motherfuckers I know, academic wise. Now this guy's really good at lacrosse, and he studies lacrosse games every day, but that's just it, that's all he does. He, every day in class, he just opens up his laptop and watches lacrosse montages from like Duke University or North Carolina, whatever it is, some university that plays lacrosse. Let me give you an example. Michael and I were in innovations, right? If you guys don't know what innovations is, it is basically a class where you're given a chance to build whatever you want and prove why is it useful in the outside world. Okay. Michael and I worked in different groups, but holy hell did I feel sorry for this guy's group members. The other two members in Michael's group did literally the majority of the work. I even had to step in so that way I could help them progress in their work. Yeah, it was that bad. He didn't do anything. One of the worst qualities is that he lies a lot. after innovations, right, the group members were given a piece of paper to appropriate how each member worked in their group. It's kind of like I don't know, it's kind of like a checklist, I guess. For example, if you had one group member, let's say group member 3 didn't do any work, I can state that teammate 1 did 40%, teammate 2 did 40%, and teammate 3, the guy who didn't do anything, 20%. But yeah, you get 100% and you divide that based on how well your teammates worked. You basically rate yourself or just rate between your group members, right? Michael, the man who didn't do anything, had the audacity to evenly distribute the percentages. He put 33% for everyone, even himself. I was like, really? At least you could have gave yourself like 30%. 30%. I made everyone else 35. Just, I don't know. Oh, and another thing. He loves the bathroom. I don't know why, but whenever he asks a professor to go to the bathroom, he stays in there for about 15 to 30 minutes. I'll give you 2 pieces of evidence to prove my statement. Number 1, we were in math class and Michael asked to go to the bathroom. As soon as Michael closed the door behind him, that the guy I talked about in the beginning of the video, opened a tab on his laptop, typed in stopwatch, and started it. I don't know, man. That's a savage. I was sitting behind Dad and I just could not hold in my laughter. And the time increased from like 5 minutes to 10 minutes and it just kept going. I just giggled more and more in the back. When Michael finally came back, the stopwatch hit around 15 to 16 minutes. 15 minutes in the bathroom. I don't know what he does in there, but it's definitely not doing a number 2. And the funny thing is that everyone who was watching this or spectating the stopwatch expected the time to be longer. Number 2, I was in the research class with Michael, and he again asked to go to the bathroom. We expected him to stay about 20 to 30 minutes in the bathroom, or longer. We don't know. However, during that whole time when he was in the bathroom, we didn't expect for the professor to ask where Michael was. Even the professor expected that Michael was just doing something else instead of using the bathroom. So curious, the professor asked Dad, poor Dad, to go hunt for him in the bathroom. I wish you guys were there to see it, but Dad, when he was walking out, he had the most disgusted look on his face. I could just see it on his face. He was probably thinking, oh, why the hell is Michael making me suffer, or something like that. I mean, I wouldn't blame him. Dad was like minding his own business, working on projects and stuff. But Michael's super doo-doo had to make him go up and get him, walk all the way to the bathroom, and say, Michael, are you alright? Now, I'm pretty sure he didn't say that. He probably said something more Dad related, but you get what I mean. According to Dad, when Dad asked him, are you alright? Michael said it was constipation or something. But we all knew in the back of our minds that it was a lie. About 5 minutes, Michael came back from the room and we all just glanced at him, especially Dad. I was in the back and laughing, but Dad was just so angry. Overall, the guy's pretty lazy when it comes to group work, but he's pretty chill himself. That's just me, like, giving a decent compliment. Like at parties or any social gathering, he's the type of person to hang around. But yeah, no, Michael, fuck you. Now the next guy I would like to talk about is Syed. Now this man is brilliant and really smart when it comes to technical stuff like coding, programming. He's also really good at communication, speech, business, you name it. He's going to Berkeley to continue his studies, so yeah, he's pretty smart. Syed, Yaman, the guy I will talk about next, and I were all in a research group that conducted studies on swarm robotics and robotics communication and all of that. I would be the statistical analysis guy, Yaman will be the designer, and Syed will be our main programmer. To summarize, Syed coded the robots, Yaman designed the robots, and I explained what and how the robots were important. Both Yaman and Syed were the reasons why we won so many recognition awards and spotlights, such as getting an invitation to the NASA Goddard Flight Program and an invitation to our county school board meeting.
And of course, as Governor School students, this has really enriched our education environment. So far, I've gotten accepted into Urbana-Champaign, University of Illinois, and UC Berkeley.
I also got accepted to UC Berkeley for their electrical engineering and computer science program. I'm still waiting.
Despite all of that, I'm not going to remember him based on his technological smartness. Here's what I mean. The man disturbs me when he talks about girls. Like the man loves talking about girls. Sometimes he goes into detail. Like he was talking to me about girls and how girls should have the right package, quote unquote. Then the man said out of the blue, if the age is off the clock, she's ready for the suck. You thought I was gonna say the other bad word, huh? See, I'm not that unprofessional. Cock! On the same note, he said, if the grass is on the field, play ball. Now, for the longest time, I didn't know what that meant. The other guys around me laughed and joked about it. I was just standing there like, wait, what? You're supposed to get the girl if she's athletic or something? Now, I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna explain it. If you guys already understood it, then good. You're already smarter than me. But if you guys don't understand it, look it up yourself. I'm not gonna say that here. No, but really, Syed had to repeat the joke over and over again until I got it. But yeah, he's a genius, but he's a pervert. Even on its yearbook, I joked. I said, if you go to Cali, I hope you can find the right package size girl. He got mad. Oh, he also told me not to say that he's a pervert. Wait. Oh, next is Yaman. Now this is the other partner I was talking about in our research group in Syed's story, the designer. But instead of talking about the research group, I'm going to talk about our Pokemon Go story. But isn't Pokemon Go dead? Yeah, shut up. I have a story to tell and you're gonna listen. Now during the summer, when Pokemon Go was like the most popular thing ever, Yaman and I would constantly go to a shopping center early in the morning and just hunt for Pokemon when the stores were all closed. Now remember that this was before everyone became retardedly lazy and used hacks such as this one to catch Pokemon, like me. For an entire week, literally, we drove in circles from Pokestop to Pokestop hoping to find Pokeballs because, you know, our accuracy was crap and Pokemons that we were about to capture always moved at the right moment to annoy the hell out of us. Now, I'm about to tell you the funniest thing that happened while Yaman and I were Pokemon hunting. So it was Wednesday. My parents were still sleeping because it was like 7 AM. I saw a text from Yaman on my phone saying, yo, I'll be there in 5 minutes. And I was so excited. I've never been so excited about like a video game or app ever since I got Pokemon Emerald from my Game Boy Advanced. Yeah, I was like a little kid again. Anyways, I showered, dressed, and headed out to meet Yaman on my driveway. Every time I got in his car, the conversation always started out like, yo, did you catch anything good? Or what level are you now? Or what's your highest level Pokemon? Or something stupid like that. Looking back, we sounded pretty retarded, not gonna lie. We just talked about Pokemon like a little kid. Moving forward, he stopped by at our usual hunting ground for Pokemon, aka the shopping center, and started walking only to be disappointed by the common Pidgey, Rattatas, and the uncommon Oddishes time to time. Disappointed, Yaman opened up this Pokemap thing and tried searching for rare Pokemon. Now if you guys don't know what Pokemap is, it was basically an app that allowed an individual to search for Pokemon beyond the range of the Pokemon Go app. It was basically cheating. So yeah, it was our only method of cheating back then, and Yaman heavily relied on it. I mean, I did too, but this is my video, and he can't do anything about it. 15 minutes in, however, we found this pretty big Rhyhorn. We didn't know how big the Pokemon was, but we both knew that we didn't have it, therefore it was very important to us. We rushed over from parking lot to parking lot until I finally found it. But for some reason, the Rhyhorn popped on my screen and it didn't for Yaman. But this is the funny part. After being in shock for like 2 minutes, a hobo-like black dude slowly approached us. Yaman was still searching for the Rhyhorn, but I saw him at the corner of my eye. Of course, with all of like the Pokelure bait rape headlines going on at the time, the only thing I thought of was, well, we're dead. The second thing I thought of was, if I run faster than Yaman, will he be satisfied? So by the time I got my Rhyhorn, he was already beside me. I'm talking about the hobo. And in the huskiest voice, he said, yo, did you find the Rhyhorn? I was keeping my distance from the man, but Yaman, he was too focused on the Rhyhorn. He was like, nah, man, I'm still trying to find it. My friend over here caught it though. My first reaction was, Amon, why the heck did you direct his attention to me? I don't want to die. And my second reaction was, well, he already likes you more. So good luck, mate. The Rhyhorn disappeared and the guy started showing his collection, his quote-unquote collection to Amon. And Amon was just so like intrigued by it. Amon just kept looking at this dude's phone, smiling, and the dude gave like the nastiest expression, like, you like this, don't you? Now of course nothing happened, but the look the guy made on my naivest friend made, it just made it priceless. Amon just didn't know what I was talking about until Amon, I hope you're watching this video. That this actually happened. Alright, on to the next. Alright, next are Jonathan and Jake. Now, Jonathan is basically Dad's brother. If that doesn't make me laugh, it's freaking Jonathan that does it. You guys remember Michael, right? The social loafing dude that did absolutely nothing in his group. The guy who gave himself and everyone else 33% even though he didn't do anything. Yeah, Jonathan took a Snapchat of himself and Michael and wrote the following. My black mamba. I mean, look at Jonathan. He's having the time of his life. Random fact. For a senior superlative in his yearbook, it read, most likely to read a book and not understand any of it. So yeah. Also look at this new soundtrack Jonathan made.
At first I was afraid, I was petrified. Kept thinking I could never live without you by my side. And then I spent so many nights thinking how you did me wrong. And I grew strong. And I learned how to get along and go back from outer space. I just walked in to find you here with that sad look upon your face. The change less to belong. I should have made you leave your key. If I had known for just a second you'd be back to bother me. Go on now, go. Walk out the door. Just turn around now. Cause you're not welcome anymore. Weren't you the one who tried to hurt me with goodbye? Did you think I'll crumble? Did you think I'd lay down and die? Oh no, I will survive. Oh, as long as I know how to love, I know I'll stay alive. I got all my love to live, I got all my love to give, and I will survive. I will survive.
Yeah, beautiful, ain't it? Alright, next is Jake. Jake is like a brother to all of us. He's like the big brother to all of us. I haven't talked to him much, however, but everyone else around him seems to describe him as relaxed and brotherly like I just said. The most I engaged in a conversation with Jake was like through Hearthstone, since we both love playing that damn card game. He's not expressive at that in Jonathan, but people like to call him as a gentle giant. Like he's like one of the nicest guys I've ever met. He's the type of person that everyone loves having around. No one can actually hate or dislike the man. I don't know about this, but you guys play like Shadow of the Colossus, right? Well, the Giants are Jake. The Giants are basically Jake. Of course, they die at the end, but that's beside the point. Yeah, that's the best representation of Jake. Never mind. Anyways, that's all. That's like the friends I like to talk about. Now, of course there are like a lot of friends I've made during my entire high school career, but these guys bribed me. They each gave me $5 to make this video, so yeah. Well, I got nothing to say anymore. They bribed me. Peace!